Our rivers are really at the mercy of Mother Nature. What are we really planning for? Throughout the water year, these rivers are changing dynamically. Climate change impacts snow-fed river systems in the sense that we may be receiving less of our precipitation in the form of snow, so more of it is arriving as rain, and so of course that doesn't provide that storage that we need through the winter to provide water for later in the year. Of course, climate change throws a curveball in terms of the timing of when that melt starts. We're going to be seeing extreme drought followed by a really high flow year with large storm events, atmospheric river storm events, winter flooding, kind of this craziness.
Since the flood, the river has changed a lot, and obviously because of the flood, the river changed totally. We had two very large storms, one right before Thanksgiving that was like 8 feet of snow up in the mountains, and one right before Christmas, which was almost 10 feet of snow. So we had a lot of snow piled up on the mountains. And New Year's Eve, we were having a party, New Year's Eve party, and it started raining. And very unusual for that time of year, but nobody was too worried at the time about it. And what it was a Pineapple Express that had hooked up, and that was just the beginning of it.
And look at the water just raging, and that is heading towards Holmes.
In the High Sierra, the Truckee River flooded not only the town of Truckee, but all the way down to Reno, including the Reno airport.
All of the residents around here, all of the subdivisions are inundated with water. I mean, it's unbelievable.
When the Army Corps of Engineers had built 395, they straightened the river out through the canyon instead of building bridges over where the river wanted to meander. Once it got out of its banks, it went to what it originally was, which was a meandering river through that canyon. And you can see the big turns where it was. The river doesn't flood normally until it gets way down to the pasture lands down here in the flatlands. The river runs off for about 6 weeks with the snow melt, and then it kind of starts to come down into its normal flow, if you will. And it's behaved itself very well since '97, which we were very grateful for.
Something that is not always really obvious down here in the Carson Valley is the reality that this area is a floodplain and can be really wet. The floodplain protection and habitat restoration within the floodplain is a really important aspect to how the whole valley is used. And so by protecting these areas, it really ends up helping downstream by minimizing potential flood damage down in those areas. It also helps a lot with improving water quality, reducing erosion, and that all provides really great wildlife habitat. Whether you're a brand new resident to this area or someone who's lived here for many years or has family that has been here for several generations, sort of protecting the beauty of this area is important to all those who are living here or visiting here.
Awareness, and I think, just educating themselves is really the most powerful thing individual people can do.
Being one of the last wild rivers in the state of California, it's It's a privilege.
Water availability is very important. It is today, it has been in the past, and it certainly will be into the future.